What's going on, traders? It's your boy Vlad coming with a quick recap video. So I'm gonna do recap on two trades that I did, one from yesterday and one from today. Um, and lately I've been talking about the same thing. Like with this type of market, it's definitely a nail and bail type of market, especially if you're on the short side. So first video, the first stock I should say, is about INVYY. So yesterday I made $745 off of it. What this stock, I was actually up 1,600 on it, but I didn't follow, my plan about nailing and belling. So I end up getting squeezed for the last 200 of my shares. So I'll show you here. 250. So I got 500 short at 1903. Covered the first half at 250 at 1630, and the last 250 I had to cut it while it started squeezing. Very, very unfortunate because I had a chance to get the last 250 out in the $14, but I was being stubborn. I wanted to see like a total collapse, so I thought this might have been different since it's OTC, but apparently not. It's still, overall market is nail and bell. All right. So to explain why I shorted this stock, let me get this off of here so you could actually see it a little bit better. All right. So I'm starting to draw lines in my chart so that way, I can see a good visual of it. So roughly around this time, around this time, roughly like after zombie hour. So my whole thesis behind this was, okay, this is OTC, so zombie hour may not apply to it. So if you're not familiar with zombie hour is, typically around 10:30 for Nasdaq stocks, and I don't know the exact time for OTC, but for Nasdaq stocks, around 10:30, the stock typically they do a reversal. So if you're short, before 10:30, for me at least, I try to get out before 10:30, before that time. All right. So the reason why I shorted this stock was because on this day, so it this stock went from $5.57 and it topped that at $25. So that's a big move within 2 days. So I let it do its thing. Had a lot of resistance here, so it topped out at $25. Tried it again. Then after that, I started seeing the lower highs. So I started making lower highs. So I got on the chart, drew my lines, so I saw 2015 was where the support is. So notice after it tried to break past $25, it slammed down to the $20.15. Then it reclaimed with the bounce. It tried it again, couldn't do it. Then tried it again, it still couldn't do it, and it kept bouncing off of that line. So I know once this line is taken out and is confirmed, then that is going to be it for the stock. As far as the top has already been made, so I know where resistance is at. So fast forwarding into the chart, it had this big long candle right here. What I did was wait for it to bounce. So I got in roughly around maybe this candle here. Yeah, this first candle here at 1903. And it had a little squeeze up. So I held, and after that it just started tanking. So slowly but surely. Alright, so this was my second line right here. And I called this the death line. This was the death line. So The mistake that I made, one, it was around zombie hour. I should have took it out right here in this flush. Plus, it crossed that line for me. Once I saw that it reclaimed this line here, this is when I should have been out. But instead, I got squeezed out all the way through there. So I had to cover nearly at the top for it to do a little rebound and to eventually fade it off. So very important, guys. Like I keep saying, zombie hour, 10:30 to 1 p.m. Those are the zombie hours. So especially after the stock fades, normally you should expect some type of bounce. So it got the bounce, $1,600. I was up right around here. Could have gotten out, but nope. Wanted to be a little bit more greedy. Wanted to see it, go down to the nines, which it didn't. And it squeezed me back up, so I only made $700 or something. So yeah. All right. So the second stock is, and this was from today. And it's very, very important that you draw your lines, because I'm starting to see the real significance as far as drawing the lines, because I used to just eyeball it and just like, okay, well, I know this is where resistance is at. This is where support. So, mistake that I made on this stock was, because normally I don't enter until my lines are breached. Or if it comes to my lines and it tops out, then I would be, I'll consider going in. So with UONEK, I started shorting it right here at this candle. I got in at 303. And like I said, this didn't come near my lines. So I was just in because I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna come down. It came from $2.30. Now it's at $3. Thinking that maybe it may not go any higher. The top has been made. I'm thinking this is the top. Nope. It proceeded to grind. Then once I saw that it started picking up on this candle, I got out at 319. So I lost 170 something bucks off of this stock. Just for it to, go and test my line, because actually I was planning on entering at $4. That was my plan, $4, and do another entry at $4.50. So do a whole dollar and $half mark. I was gonna get a starter, about 500 shares, and try to do another 500 shares at $4.50. And that was the whole plan. But since I got stopped out here, I just took this off my radar, and just stepped away from the computer. But yeah, luckily I'm still green on the day, but could have been a bigger day had I just stuck to my plan. It got close and dropped all the way down to $3.16. So you're looking at a whole dollar drop had I just stuck to my plan. So two biggest takeaway that I'll say from this video: be aware of the zombie hour. And the second thing is draw your lines. Draw where support, where resistance is at, so that way you can have a visual of it versus trying to eyeball it. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Hopefully the markets is good for you guys. See you in another video. Alright guys, peace.